Good morning, class. Today we are going to review section B and C in your workbook. But after you practice some exercise in section B and C in workbook already, now I'm going to explain you how to solve those exercises. So the first one, let's see in section B, page 105. So the problem asks you that what fraction of the ice cream sold was vanilla ice cream? So in order to answer this question, you have to take a look in the pie chart. So first, you have to know about the fraction of the coconut ice cream. So the coconut of ice cream, it is 1/8. However, they mentioned that the amount of coconut ice cream sold is twice the amount of mango ice cream sold. It means that the coconut ice cream is 2 times of mango ice cream. If you want to find the mango ice cream, you have to take 1/8 divided by 2. But when fraction divided by whole number, you have to inverse it to be fraction. So you got 1/8 times by 1/2, and then you got 1/16. After that, you need to find the fraction of vanilla. So as you know, a pie chart, it represents one whole. So if you want to find vanilla, you have to take one whole minus the fraction of strawberry minus the fraction of coconut minus the fraction of mango and minus the fraction of chocolate. And how do you know chocolate is 1/4? As you know, 90 degree refer to 1/4 of the pie chart. After you do the operation, you got 3/16. So the fraction of the vanilla ice cream sold was 3/16. And now let's move on to the second question. What was the amount of chocolate ice cream sold? Again, in order to answer this question, you have to know about the fraction of the strawberry ice cream. The fraction of strawberry ice cream is 3/8. And the fraction of chocolate is 1/4. And if we want to find the amount of chocolate ice cream, we have to convert it to have 8 as its denominator by time it by 2. So we got the new fraction 2/8. Since 3 units equal 60, then 1 unit you just take 60 divided by 3 and then you got 20. And you want to know about the amount of chocolate ice cream sold, you have to find 2 units. So you just take 2 times 20 and then you got 40. So the amount of chocolate ice cream sold was 40. Now let's move on to page 106. The question they asked about the highest possible mark he got for the math. In order to answer this question, you have to take a look in the table that show Yojun marks for 3 subjects. For English, he got 75. For mathematics, we don't know how many scores does he got, but we knew that it starts from 8. But we don't know 80, 81, 82, 83, or whatever. For science, it's the same thing. We don't know too. It starts from 9, but we don't know it 91, 92, or 93. So we have to find it. How can we find it? Now let's remind about the average. In order to find the average of the 3 subjects, you have to take the score of English plus with math plus with science, and then you divide it by 3. However, we don't know about the score of math and science. So in order to find the mark of math and science altogether, you have to take average times by 3 and then you minus the score of English. Since average, you know that it is 83, so you just replace it. Average equal 83 times by 3 minus 75 that refer to English. So the mark of math and science altogether, it is 174. In order to find the score of math and science, you have to take 174 minus 90. Why do you need to minus it by 90? Because you want to find the mark of mathematics. And then again you take 174 minus 91 and then you got 83. Now let's see. The question they asked about what could be the highest possible mark he got for mathematics. So mathematics it's supposed to be 84 and science it's supposed to be 90, because science, the lowest score of science it's supposed to be 90 and the highest score of mathematics it's supposed to be 84. According to this, the highest possible mark he got for mathematics could be 84. Let's move on to page 106. Draw front view of the following solid. According to the solid, you can see that there are some part that show about the front view. According to this, you can get the front view of the following solid like this. The next exercise of page 106, it's about naming the solid formed by the following net. So according to this net, we can draw our conclusion that the net is called square pyramid because its base is square and the four faces are triangle. Now let's move on to section C, page 107. The question is, find the difference between the number of visitors to the museum in 2017 and 2013. In order to answer this question, you have to know how to read the graph. So there are 40,000 visitors in 2017 according to the graph. Since on the graph it's difficult for you in here, I suggest you to use the graph in workbook. So you have to find each unit on the graph. How can you find it? Just take 10,000 divided by 4 and then you got 2,500. Then you already know about each unit on the graph. You can find the number of visitors in 2013 by take 2,500 times by 7. Why you take 2,500 times by 7? Because there are 7 units from 0 to 2013 and then you got 17,500. And why you take 40,000 minus 17,500? Because we want to find the number of visitors between 2017 and 2013. So the difference between number of visitors to the museum in 2017 and 2013 is 20,500. Now let's move on to the second question of section C, page 107. The question is, what was the average number of visitors to the museum over the 5 years? So in order to find the average, you have to take the number of visitors in 2013 plus with the number of visitors in 2014 plus with the number of visitors in 2015 plus with the number of visitors in 2016 and plus with the number of visitors in 2017, and then you divide by 5. So according to this, you got 26,500. So the average number of visitors to the museum over the 5 years was 26,500. Now let's move on to another page of section C, page 108. It's about pie chart. So the first question of this pie chart is, how many parking lots are there altogether? In order to answer this question, you have to know about motorcycle. According to motorcycle, it is 90 degree, and as you know, 90 degree, it represents a quarter of a pie chart, so it means 1 unit equal 85. And if you want to find parking lot altogether, you just take 85 times by 4, and then you got 340. Why you take 85 times by 4? Because a pie chart was divided into 4 parts, so one part refer to a quarter. So if you want to find the whole thing, you just times it by 4, and then you got 340. So there are 340 parking lots altogether. Now let's move on to the second question of our exercise. The question is, what percentage of the parking lot are occupied by vans? So as you know, the parking lot altogether it is 340, and it refers to 100%. So if you want to find the percentage of the parking lot are occupied by vans, you just take 68 times by 100%, and then you divide by 340, and then you got 20%. So the percentage of the parking lot are occupied by van was 20%. Now let's move on to the third question. What fraction of the parking lot are occupied by cars? In order to answer this question, you have to know about the amount of cars. So you have to take the total amount of parking lots altogether minus motorcycle, minus vans, minus not occupied, and then you got 153. So if you want to find the fraction of the parking lot are occupied by cars, you have to take the number of cars divided by the number of the total parking lots. And when you simplify to the simpler form, you got 9/20. How can you simplify it? You have to find common factor of 153 and 340, and then you got 9/20. So 9/20 of the parking lot are occupied by cars. This is the end of our class, and if you have questions, you can leave below and your teacher gonna answer your question. Thank you for your attention.